Hello everyone. I am just making a short quick video for y'all just to let me know, or let you know what I'm doing, what's going on. I am, like I said, back in my apartment. I'm pretty happy about that. However, I'm not sure that it's going to be for very much longer. I'm having some very weird things going on with my body, which I'm waiting for my physician, who's supposed to be monitoring me, to give me a call. So they don't even know this yet, but I'm just waiting for them to call so I can report this. But it seems with me that after, I was monitored in the hospital for 2 weeks after the infusion. So in those 2 weeks, everything that should have went wrong didn't happen. So I cruised through that, but it seems like now it's reacting later on. So I'm starting to get some, I guess, side effects or some sort of indication of, that the infusion was in there. I don't really know what's going on, to be honest. So let me just say what's happening. So right now my entire body is is sore. So if you remember, if you do hard work outside or do a hard workout, that soreness that you feel, well, that's everywhere from my head to toe. And in my joints, it's really bad. Like in my knees, in my elbows, my wrists, my fingers, my shoulders, all of my joints. It's very severe. So everything hurts. It hurts to move. It hurts to basically do anything. It's just a lot of pain and discomfort. I'm not sure if that's a temporary thing, but it seems to be going on for days now. So I don't know what that's all about, but I'm gonna report that. And today specifically, so I've been sleeping a lot, which is to be expected. I have to rest a lot, but this is abnormal. So for example, it was I think 7 or 8 o'clock last evening or last night that I actually fell asleep. I fell asleep on the chair and then woke up at 11 and then went to bed and then didn't wake up again until 7 o'clock this morning. And then I woke up and I was like, oh, I'm going to do some stuff. And then I went back and fell asleep again. So that's just a typical day for me. I just sleep so much. And I don't even have any control over it. It's just my body's oh, we're shutting off now. And I'm just out. But when I woke up this morning, I noticed that my right forearm was very swollen. I looked like Popeye. The first thing that popped in my head was Popeye. And that's where my, below where my PICC line is. But I must have been sleeping on that side, and it kind of restricted the blood flow, and it just swelled up. It swelled up. So it seems to be going down now throughout the day, that I'm moving around and I have it straightened out, and I'm moving. It seems to be going back to normal, but that was weird. Also, I have a little bit of discomfort in my kidneys. Just feels like a little jab back there every now and then, but I am drinking as much as water as I possibly can. So I have to just straight up pound and chug water all day long as much as I can, because I gotta flush all this stuff through my system, and my kidneys are grunting a little bit, which I picked up the pace of drinking more water. So that's kind of what I'm doing. But yeah, those are some weird things that I noticed that's going on. I am retaining some fluid, which is not abnormal, down like around my ankles and everything. That's like pretty typical for me. It hasn't seemed to change any, but it's still there. I can't eat very well. I can eat at least. Like I'm not sick or anything, but just feel off. Like something's not correct. I have no stamina whatsoever. No stamina or power. So if I get up and walk around for a little while, I'm just completely exhausted. Like I just have to sit down, or I'm just gonna collapse. I can do things in short bursts, like little sprints, but there's no longevity of anything for me right now. So like for example, going to the supermarket and walking around in the supermarket, I can't do that at this stage. Like it just won't work. I don't have the energy to walk around and maintain that for that long, or the power or the stamina. It's not there. So I am kind of curious as to when that will come back, and I am kind of curious as to why that was affected. I understand with chemo, or radiation, I got that. That causes damage and everything, yada, yada, yada. But this wasn't supposed to cause that sort of damage, so I don't understand why my body is showing that needs that. But apparently it does. Okay, so I have to listen. Maybe I don't understand fully of what my body has just went through, or how that's, it's going to react. Perhaps that's part of the equation. I don't know. But I have to let them know. So I'm waiting for a call back from whichever physician that is, to report these things. And I'm not quite sure if they're going to just say, okay, let us know if it gets any worse, or, oh boy, why don't you come in and be admitted again. So like I said, I don't know, I don't know what's going to happen here. All I know is that I do have to, tell them about this, because it needs to be documented. And, yeah, that's that. I mean, otherwise I'm doing pretty well. I mean, I don't feel terrible. Other than the horrible pain, like, I just rest and sleep a lot. And that's kind of like all I want to do, and I feel like that's all that I should be doing. And I haven't really had a chance since I got out of the hospital to do that, because it seems like, because there's a lot of mistakes made on my discharge. Like, I don't have some of the medications I'm supposed to have, and they literally sent me home without any pain medication. So there's like this huge mix-up. So now I have to go and get that fixed. And guess what? They want me to come in for an appointment. So something must have drastically changed since I was discharged a couple days ago. I must have like joined a different faction, or went to another country, or something, that I'm completely different, that the doctor that was maintaining me in the hospital has no knowledge of me now that I'm outside of the hospital. So now I have to make an appointment to go see this person, and I really don't even have the stamina to get in there. So I literally called them this morning to see if I can move it to like a teleconference kind of appointment. But the fact remains, I don't even have the energy to get in the hospital to go pick up the prescriptions at the pharmacy in the hospital. So I don't really know what I'm going to do about that. But, I'm supposed to be sitting and resting, and all they're doing is filling me full of all these bullshit medical appointments that I'm not resting. I literally got to rest one day since I've been out of the hospital. Otherwise, I'm running in and out of this hospital, and I don't have the physical capability of doing it. So it's just beating my body down and dragging me lower and lower. And I'm like, hello, this makes no sense to me, but whatever. They make more money. They're smarter than I am. But my body, I can say, from my standpoint is it just wants to rest and sleep and like get good food and just heal. And unfortunately, I'm not given that opportunity at this point. I don't know why, but it really pisses me off. It makes no sense at all. No sense. But whatever. So, like I said, with what's going on with my body, I don't know if I'm going to be in the apartment for long. I can kind of see them saying, hey, why don't you come back in for a while till we figure this out. And I can understand why. So that's pretty much where I'm at. Like I said, I got those couple weird things going on. You know, it could be completely different tomorrow. I don't know. If they stick around tomorrow, I know I'm having some sort of a problem that I need to like really bring attention to. Otherwise, you know, there's things that go on with this body one day and the next day it's something completely different. I'm definitely used to that. So this you know, this is why I'm not like freaking out about it. I'm just like, oh, okay. You know, how is this going to play out and what is it doing? I don't feel things like, you know, like, other than the pain when I'm up and moving and the fatigue, you know, just sitting here in the chair and stuff, I feel perfectly fine. Well, actually, now, I just want to actually take a nap. I do. I just want to lay back and take a nap. But, you know, I'm not like in horrible sickness or in horrible pain like chemo would be or anything of that nature. So, yeah, I'm just seeing how that works out. I do have appointments today with the pain team. I gotta go in and do this. So, I don't even know if I'm gonna make it there. Like, I know I can go in, if I can make it through the sky bridge, I can get a wheelchair if they are there. And then you sit there and you wait for them to call the transport team, and you could be waiting up to an hour there because it's just the nature of the beast. So I could get in there, but I might not make it to my appointment on time, let alone make it there at all. So I really don't know what to do. To tell you the truth, it's one of those things where it's like, hey, whatever. Either I'm gonna make it or not. So, other than that, I'm doing all right. I'm just, you know, taking things day by day and trying to see how this is gonna work out. It's been interesting, to say the least. So, that's all I really have to report. We'll see how things are tomorrow, and if there's a change, I'll make a video and let y'all know. So, talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.